My girlfriend wishes to remain anonymous, so she will go by her nickname Maria. She has electromagnetic sensitivity and multiple chemical sensitivity. So, this fundraiser is to ensure that we acquire a single family house away from neighbors who use EMFs and chemicals, and therefore she can begin to heal by following a detox protocol. Our mission is to also update the Telecommunications Act of 1996 to prevent radio frequency radiation from causing health problems to you and your loved ones. Just like I'm fighting to keep Maria alive, both of us are aiming to protect the public from environmental toxins. Maria's experience with EMF and chemical sensitivity speaks only on her behalf, and given her severity, specialists suggested moving away from the harmful stimuli before she starts treatment. So it should be noted that Maria has a history of asthma. She had lactose intolerance since birth and had her tonsils and adenoids surgically removed. Ever since I knew my beloved girlfriend Maria, she has always been enthusiastic about life, and she has always loved to take dance, swimming, and tennis lessons, and attended family vacations to build everlasting memories. She was a goody two shoes who earned her bachelor's degree with over a 3.0 GPA, and she confidently initiated conversations with people to make them feel valued and accepted, and volunteered at a homeless shelter. Her empathy and sense of community, along with her beauty and many other qualities, are one of the reasons why I was won over by her instantly, and this made me regard her as my wife from day one. Maria was always the first person I'd share my secrets with, and it made her feel comfortable enough to share stories about her dry eyes, migraines, and insomnia around fluorescent lights. She tried a variety of treatments which helped her to a point, but just as we were getting ready to meet, her immune system became extremely weak, and unfortunately, she began experiencing symptoms seen in the graphic as shown in the picture here. Although we met online and lived states away, I gladly volunteered to pick her up and take care of her. Meeting her was the most wonderful experience of my life. Maria was affected by fluorescent lights from a young age, but when a cell tower was placed in her home, this is when she began to fall really ill, and thus in 2019 she began her journey as an EMF refugee after developing a neurological medical condition called electromagnetic sensitivity. As a courageous act of self-love, she had to urgently and permanently leave her lifelong home, her loved ones, and everything she once knew to find a new home that was low in electromagnetic fields. All she was able to take with her were two suitcases. As someone who used to socialize, be able to go to places, relax in the comfort of her own home, and provide valuable company to others, it breaks not just her heart, but mine, that she can no longer do the things she used to. Today, the EMFs cause her body to warm up, leading to the symptoms in the graphic. So she is unable to use cell phones, automobiles, air conditioners, sinks, showers, toilets, so basically plumbing, and anything else that we depend on that runs on electric currents. This makes it so difficult for her to live a normal life. Although Maria has been facing challenges on a daily basis for almost 5 years, I'm impressed by how not once has it stopped her from being the same outstanding person I know and adore. Initially, we picture her taking care of me after I told her about my advanced stage glaucoma. So now it's as if the roles had reversed. And as much as I love taking care of her and would rather spend all my time with her, she always encourages me to spend time with my family. There were many occasions where she regularly gave them gifts and wrote handwritten letters praising each and every one of them, especially since she wants people to feel the opposite of how she feels. Just seeing that she is going through this is heartbreaking for me, because knowing that I could lose the love of my life, my best friend, my role model, my hero, and mentor would be the worst thing to happen to me. To this day, she bravely continues to fight for survival by abstaining from the harmful stimuli. Since her conditions prevent her from using things that most of us largely depend on in our daily lives, She can no longer work, cook, or clean with chemically based products, nor can she live on her own. I've researched homes tirelessly that can accommodate her conditions, and the good news is that they are found in the rural areas. However, they are way off of our price range that we can afford. I know each and every one of you works so hard to provide for your loved ones, so I promise you that every penny from your donations will go only towards Maria's accommodations and recovery, which includes the life-saving treatment seen in the following steps. We've done our due diligence by contacting doctors, multiple specialists in her condition, soliciting help from family, friends, and people in their social circle, but they alone cannot help us. A neurologist even said that Maria has an overlap of 20 conditions in one, which explains why she also has become increasingly sensitive to certain foods, like gluten and dairy, etc. She's also developed psoriasis, rosacea, mold, and outdoor allergies, such as from the ultraviolet rays from the sun. As Maria becomes more ill, her limitations keep growing. Medications contain dyes, fillers, and gluten, which will worsen her symptoms. So, multiple medications to treat her overlapping symptoms is not possible. Due to her outdoor allergies, she cannot live in a tent or go camping. Today, Maria and I are living in a motel since so far it is the safest alternative before being able to afford safe housing. The neighbors at the motel use EMFs, but unlike apartments, they come and go. So they don't have stoves, washers and dryers, as well as other devices or appliances that can trigger her symptoms. When the stimuli is low, however, I do see Maria with a sense of tranquility and hope that someday things will go back to normal. Despite the setbacks, Maria and I have always remained united with the hopes that I will be able to take her on proper dates and bring her along to spend more time with me and her loved ones. Imagine needing someone to go back and forth every 2 hours for each meal, given we live without a refrigerator that keeps the food sanitary. This, combined with Maria's need for help with tasks and the risk of her fainting, going into cardiac arrest, or dying on the spot, is why she requires 24-hour intensive care. Every time I run errands, I live in fear that something will happen to her. We've both been financially responsible by spending only on our bare necessities, and regardless, we've faced many setbacks, from having multiple car breakdowns that cost us thousands of dollars. As a result, I had to buy a used car after donating my old one, which I am now struggling to pay, and this leaves us far from a down payment for us to move for her recovery. All of Maria's hard-earned life savings has gone to rent, food, and treatments for her progressive condition, which unfortunately has caught up with her after 5 years of exposure to EMFs and chemicals, diminishing her physical performance, like the fact that she can't run and can barely walk due to nerve damage. She will use a wheelchair from time to time because of it. If Maria does not move off the grid soon, her condition will progress quickly and she will lose her life. Every day I am grateful for having Maria in my life. She has given me a sense of purpose and has allowed me to see my fullest potential, and it was all due to her nurturing personality. She is someone who knows me at my core, and I love how even we can playfully flirt with each other and can easily talk for hours. Our chemistry has even inspired me to create a YouTube channel and write a romance novel, both based on our love story. Maria is the love of my life, an outstanding in-law, and my kindred spirit. No one will ever replace her. Would you like to share the link and make a donation to save her life? Her life is now in your hands. Please share the link and donate if you can. We appreciate any amount. Thank you.